Welcome back to another vlog. Now, a lot has happened since the last time I did a vlog update. I've hit a couple of hurdles with my latest buy-to-let purchase, which I'll tell you all about in a minute because you could probably learn something from it. I've had 2 tenants hand their notice in. We've had 2 new prime ministers, interest rates have gone up, and the buy-to-let market's in turmoil. So yes, a lot has happened in the last few weeks, but as always, I'll be fully transparent, upfront and honest, and I'll explain exactly what I'm going to do going forward. So what's happened with my latest buy-to-let is the mortgage lender accepted the offer in principle, but then they did a U-turn at the last minute and started to question where my funds had come from for the deposit, even though I proved where they come from and it was all legit, it was all fine. To be honest, I think they used this as an excuse because it was exactly the same time as when interest rates shot up, and I think they wanted to use it as an excuse to get out and not lend me the money. So I had to go with a different lender. Obviously the rate was then a bit higher. Now this lender has come back and said they found damp and structural issues which I wasn't aware of. So they've asked me to get a full damp and timber report done, which has cost me about £300. Now a lot of lenders do request this anyway, regardless whether they've done any checks or not. But this is not actually such a bad thing because if there are problems then I'll know about them. They have said that they won't go through with the mortgage until these problems have been fixed, or they'll reduce the lending by £10,000 and put that on hold until the problems are fixed. Now for me, it puts me in a situation where I'll either lose out on this purchase or it puts me in a good position to negotiate a better price. If the survey comes back that there are problems, then I'll have no choice but to go back to the seller and ask for a reduction. So although it sounds bad, it could actually be a good opportunity. It could be beneficial that I get the property at a lower price. So we'll see how that pans out. The survey's been done in a couple of days time, so by the time I do the next vlog I'll be able to update you on that. It's always a good idea to get surveys done because you never know what's lurking behind the walls. You don't know what the structure of the property is like. A lot of older houses do have damp issues, so please be aware of that. I'm not going to let it put me off. It's just another problem. If we solve problems, then we progress, we move forward and we'll become successful. Now another problem that I've encountered is 2 of my long-standing tenants have handed in their notice, which has come a bit of a surprise to me, but again it's something that's got to be expected in this business. So they both handed a notice in within a week of each other. However, one of them then retracted this and said that they really liked the property, they didn't want to leave, so that's a bonus. The other one is leaving because they've now purchased their own house. However, I am in a bit of a predicament with this one because the property is in my personal name and not my limited company. There is a lot of equity in the property, and also the fixed rate term is coming up for renewal next year, which puts me in an awkward situation because the monthly repayments on the mortgage will increase significantly. Therefore, I am considering selling this property, taking out all the equity and using it to pay off my residential mortgage, because financially I will be better off doing this now that the rates have increased. Also gives me a good chance to offload my assets that are in my personal name, continue to build my portfolio within my limited company. So I'll definitely keep you updated on this. I'll let you know my decision and if I do sell it and what the profit I make on that is. I've just arrived at the gym, going to do a workout, then I've got to pick up a few things for Halloween because it's Halloween today and my kids love it. So I'm going to get some sweets and treats and all of that. Probably lock myself in the house later, not answer the door. Managed to get the guts. I've just finished my workout and literally the second that I turned my camera off, I got a message on my phone from the tenant that I said wanted to stay. Now they want to move out again because of health problems and the stairs and things like that. So I'm back to 2 tenants now moving out, and also potentially a new buy-to-let property which will obviously be empty. So that'll be 3. So interesting times ahead. Will give me an opportunity to put the rent up in line with other rents in the area, So that could be a positive, especially when mortgage rates are going up. Also got my Halloween jobs done. Now I've got to get some work done before I have to pick the kids up again.